Well, hello. See what I did there? I think I did something, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Hiromi would love this because we know that Hiromi loves music. So look what I did. So thumbs up. Can you guys thumbs up? Can you hear me? Am I good? Am I coming in loud and clear? Because I'm trying to mess around with a few things here. Like I love the music coming in, that I can do that. Let me pulling this back down. Cool. Can you guys hear me? Thumbs up. I don't know how many of you guys are here. I don't know who's here. I don't know what's going on. But I am a little early. But I did that on purpose because, number one, I have a dead stop at 3:45. 6:45, 4:40, wherever you're at 45. I need to go because we have mom duty. So I want to give a full hour. And number two, in case this didn't work, I needed time to pivot, maneuver, and all of that. So cool. And I think, okay, so here's one thing I need to figure out. Oh, look at that. I could do that. There. I'm learning stuff. Okay. All right. So it's up to, let me see. I don't know if I can do that. How can I do that? I can. Hello to number one. As always. See, this week, I'm more tech savvy. I am more tech savvy. So we got Chris in here. And then we have Mr. Blue Badge, Mr. Mitochondria. Who else do we have in here? We have, I want to say Anthony is the name, Crash Cable. I want to say that's going to be Anthony. Let's see. We have, let me see. We have Donnie. Where's Donnie? We have Donnie. There we go. I love that. I could do this now. So this is Restream and say hello to little Valahar. And then we have the house hippo here at my feet. So I'm learning, guys. It looks a lot better than last week. I will tell you that. It looks a lot better. But then I have to remember to take that off. There it is. You got to maneuver. You got to learn how to maneuver, and you got to do all of that. I am the queen of multitasking. So yeah. We're just going to have to learn how to make all of this happen, all the buttons, where they're at, all the controls, and all of that. So I was able to do the countdown. Okay, cool. Now the next things to just learn how to do is just going to be, how do you do the polls, and how do you do this, and how you do the hashtag giveaways. It's all going to come with time. It really is all going to come with time. So, hi. Again, I'm a little early. I am, but I love the early crowd. I really do. And so cheers to that with the Coke Zero. If you guys, Coke Zero is a thing in our house. Because don't tell Dan. But I left my cup in the car. So I have my water cup over there, and I was just too lazy to run outside to go grab it. So what's quicker is a soda. So yeah, all right, cool. I love this. This is awesome. Now let me take this off. So that's there. It's gonna be pro in no time. I know. It's just a matter of playing with everything, right? It's just a matter of playing with it. I've already got like ideas on what's gonna be going on, on hello, Abe. There we go. Let's welcome Abe into the chat. It's just like, okay, how am I doing this? What direction am I going to take? Like, I'm already thinking of like little mini series and, so I can have people next to me that I'm not talking to myself the entire time, which would be great. So today, I don't know if you guys, I know Ramsey was in there, did a little Instagram live on my way to my office, and, we pulled in Jerry from JB Cutlery. He requested to come in, and I'm like, do it. I like when we have people that want to come in and participate and all that kind of stuff. Like, why the hell not? Right? It's like, this is the whole point of it. It's, we want more communication with the community and all that kind of jazz. So let me see. Did anybody else know? See, and I have to keep an eye on these. See, that's why you have a co-host. Like, that's why I have I need to get like a Ramsey or a Baker or somebody here. So you guys can do all of that. Okay. Now, the other thing, I know it might be dinner, I might still do this, but aside from the Coke Zeros, red vines. Okay, red vines over Twizzlers. Twizzlers are disgusting and an abomination to that. Okay, so, and here's a fun fact, because Beto and her fun fact. So this is a fun fact for today. Let me see, 3 of these twists have a gram of protein. These are considered protein sticks. You're welcome. You are welcome. That's how that goes. So we have all the snacks, have all the drinks. Let's chat. What's going on? How's it going? I have a lot of people over the Father's Day weekend. People are starting to get their orders, and I'm really excited to get the feedback on all of that, and just to see, how are we got some new people that are joining the Valahar family, and I love that. And so it's just like, okay, I want the feedback. I want to hear about it. What do you think of the scent? What's happening? And so we could do that. Oh, see, that is one of them. There it is. Velvet Musk. Honestly, it's getting a good amount of traction, between Velvet Musk, Velvet Oud, and all of that kind of stuff. It's great. And you know what, Abe? I don't lie. I read the back packages. And it's not liquor. Is it licorice? Twizzlers and red vines, are these considered? They're red twists. It doesn't say anything. It's original red twist. Red Vines brand, small batch process. See, we love small batch. And on here, I don't know if you can see it. Boom, there. That's the protein. Don't mind my nails. I gotta get my nails done. 1 gram of protein for 3 twists. That's where that is. We had somebody sneak in. Where is he? I saw him. But we have Stan the Beard Man. What's up, Stanley? Hope everything is going well. And to answer the question, yes, I am early. I did give a warning earlier that I might go in a little bit early because I wanted to make sure that I had all of this set up and it would work. And if it didn't, then I would have time to adjust my sails and go into the other live that I have scheduled on YouTube directly through YouTube. So restream. This is the free version. Got to put it out there. This is the free version because it's like, if you don't like the free version, I don't know if you're going to like the paid version, right? And see, it's glitching. And I know yesterday Dave was kind of glitching. And I think a little bit of Dan was glitching. Oh, all those glitches. It's all about glitches. If I want to shoot YouTube. Okay, so you didn't get a notification. Okay, so again, Do not yell at me. I was making sure that I would be on time. And okay, here it is. You're on time if you're early. You're late if you're on time. Remember that. You can name that quote, that movie. I'm not that great at movies. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not that, but when I'm good at a movie, I'm good at a movie. All right. So do I have to go all the way back up to turn off your thing? That's the other thing. But okay, so in order to get all the notifications, you want to hit all. So when you go onto our page, when you subscribe, there's going to be a bell on there and you're going to get like all personalized, something else. You want to just put all. So whenever I go live, you get a notification, and otherwise you're going to have to go each episode. And when it loads, when I put it up there, you have to go put notify me. But if you do the all directly from the channel page, you'll get all of them. Welcome to my TED Talk. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I am not the YouTube guru, obviously. Is it the U.S. Army for sure? Because I got it from Remember the Titans. But shout out to the Army. Where do I? Oh, I don't have it. I have it over there. I have my grandpa's flag. My grandpa's flag when he passed away. I have that. So shout out to the Army. So as we are getting closer, and I was looking at Vince Lombardi quotes yesterday, Abe. I don't know if you saw on my personal page. I did put it up there. I put up a Vince Lombardi. Just, it's up to you to convince yourself that you can do great things or something like that. That's a complete paraphrase. Don't quote me on that one, because that one's not one that's ingrained in my brain. But I did. Who else did I see? I don't remember. But we went to the beach yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago. That was, I don't know what day it is anymore. Summer vacation. But yeah, I came across a Vince Lombardi quote, and it was all the four of us. We were on the way to the beach, and I was like, and I read it out loud, and I was like, this is what it is. It is what it is. It's up to you to convince yourself to be great. So I like it. Hello, Jerry. So if you guys missed that, I don't mind impromptu. Hey, I want to join your lives. I don't mind it. I welcome it, because that's where we want to go. We want to have communication. We want to have just a good time. So let me see what else is coming up new. So don't forget, we have our oath. That one is doing pretty well. The oath scent. So that's our 1776, our USA 250 commemorative scent. And that one's doing good. We are going to be setting up at a pop-up this weekend. So fingers crossed that we do well. It's going to be a new crowd. It is to benefit I don't know, how would you say it? A friend of ours tragically passed away. So it is to benefit his 4 kids and the family, the expenses that come with it. So we are going to be setting up in the Valley. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be I hate to say it's a good time, because it's always like you're around good people. But it's like the most tragic things that bring everybody together. So it's going to be an interesting weekend. So that's going to be Saturday. So we have that. We are still running our tests and stuff like that for some new stuff. If you guys were on my Instagram live, you guys got some insight on that stuff. We got to make it exclusive, right? So if you guys got to jump in, if you want the deets, you want the cheese, you got to come in. Palm leaf. I almost did. So in part of all of this and coming in early, right, and making sure everything is, so I have a window there and a window there. So I'm either super bright and over there it's super dark. I'm playing with it. Like, I don't have like a dark room that I can completely control the light, because it's either, again, super bright, super dark, depending where we're at in the house. And the lab. So for the lab, I thought that I had like the perfect setup with, if you've seen it, I have like the greenery on the wall, and then we have a neon sign that we want to get to have, but it didn't, my measurements were way off. And since this is me and not Dario, Dario's just like, okay, is this going to work? I was explaining to him like how I would set things up so that I can have that in the background. So schematically it worked. It's not in real life. So I have to go in and readjust so that we can do this from the lab and we can actually have very Valahar around. Hey, Diamond Cloud, how are you? Thank you for coming in. See, I learned how to do something. And I'm really excited. I am really excited. So, so this is all still, and you know what, quite honestly, I don't think this is going to be the time. This isn't going to be the time slot because it is still too early, and I don't know. Abe, you might completely understand where my thinking is on this, but when you go between English and Spanish, like if you go like too fast, you have to like flip your brain in the way you're thinking. It's turning on the SAP button, right? The SAP button. I have to do the equivalent when I'm talking times, right? And so there's everybody's favorites. Hi, frickin' Frack. How are you? Mr. Bob and Miss Terry Louise. So when I'm thinking in time zones, I have to remember I'm thinking in time zones and what time I'm talking. So I'm thinking like 6 p.m. All right, cool. So that's 6 p.m. Eastern. It's only 2:57. I am really early. It's only 2:57 our time, and it's summer, and we have summer activities at 4. So that's just the way that one is turning out. So this one's not going to be the time. I did have a suggestion come in to go in after TBR on Friday, which would be great. But I know that show it could go a lot longer than scheduled. And then we already have Baker Tara TBR, and everyone is already crammed in and makes time for all of that. I don't want to rush TBR. Like that one is like the Friday, the culmination on Friday. And I think our time, they are on at what they're on at. What time are they even on? Whatever, but it's just like it was here. I don't want to rush them. I don't want to rush them because I know that their conversations can go really long, and that's like a big show. And it's already like Tara and Baker and everyone's slot is there. So I have to figure out what's gonna be it. And I know it's like Walker, he goes on our time on Saturday. It's like 6:30 in the morning. Can I do that early in the morning on a Sunday? Do I want to? No. Because then you have Scallywags that they're going to start doing that other show, the Beards and Babes. I think it's going to be on Sunday as well. So I'm still figuring out my slot. I am. And then I have to take into account our West Coast people that are still working. And then the Central Coast. Watch it on the replay. If you're on the replay, hashtag yourself, your replay crew, and put in a blue heart. If you're here, I like the blue hearts. Obviously, I like blue. So here is what is happening, and I'm excited. We're going through just some logistic items here and there, but to do something in conjunction with Jasper. So it's going to be fun. I think I've talked to like at least 3 of you in the chat. I talked to at least 3 of you to get you to weigh in. But once I have the green light and everything set up from the rejects, we're going to get that all set up so we can have a little side fundraiser and a little fun that's going to include voting and trophies and giveaways. Well, who doesn't like trophies and giveaways? Who doesn't? And it's going to be for, you don't necessarily have to have, the competition level beer to participate. And that's really something cool. And it all ties into, Valahar, and it ties into who we are, as individuals. When I picture Dario here, someone put like what is it? If we can draw on this. I know. Mr. Bob. I'm assuming that's Mr. Bob. Because I think I was talking to you about that. I know. It's not that we don't agree on going, because that's not the problem. It's not that we don't agree. It's that Max is starting school that week. It's that we have at least one barber already on vacation that weekend. And so we have the shop, we have this, we have that. It's like, dang it. Everything is just lining up. And especially that is back to school time. It's a busy time. So we just need to make sure that we have all the cover. And what is sticking out so far? I don't know what is happening here. But yeah, so I have active conversation with Mike, and Jeremiah. Oh no, and then another Mike, right? It's Nash from no, yeah. It's Ramsey. That Mike, and Jeremiah. I think that's just like hilarious. There's too many mics. Too many mics. Sorry guys. But so that's gonna be a fun and good time. All right, so let me see. I'm gonna play with another thing here. What did I do? How did I do this? Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna put this in the chat. And if you're watching this on a replay, what is it? Are you a sunset or a sunrise? And I think I want to say that I know what at least 2 of you are gonna say to this one, but I want to see that in the chat. Are you a sunrise or a sunset? Are there any? So there are beard comps in California, Abe. So we have one that we are actually going to be. We are set up to be a vendor. There's another mic. There's the biggest. I know. What was I saying? Oh, so we are doing the Great American Beard and Mustache Competition that is going to be in Allentown, well, Koreatown, at Boomtown Brewery. That's going to be August 29th. So we are set up to do that. But nobody that we know comes this way. Everybody that we know goes that way. It's a big show. How are you? So everyone's on the road right now. And I get it. Like I already said, this is not going to be the time. This isn't going to be the time that we're gonna keep this show, but we are gonna figure it out. We have to test the waters. We do. We have to test the waters. I have to see what's gonna work. It's not gonna work. How can I get my West Coast people along with Mountain, Central, and East Coast? All right. So we're figuring it out, and once we nail it down, we're gonna nail it down. Hence, and we're still playing with Restream. So I'm still playing with all the things. Let me see. We still have music going. Yeah, the music is still going. Let me see. What else do I have? See, I like lo-fi. Switch it up a little bit. So yeah, I want to see. Okay, let's go back to this. Are you a sunset or a sunrise? Let me see. You're a sunset. See, I knew that was going to be a sunset. Honestly, me, I'm a sunset. I'm a complete sunset. I am, at the end of just like, at the end of the day, you have like that just good break. It's like you've done everything, and it's just like that feeling of like that beauty that comes at the end of the day and feeling of accomplishment. That's what it is. That's why I say I'm a sunset. I do. Ask anybody else. Maybe ask Darby who's going to say I'm a hurricane. You'll call me a hurricane more than that, but keep things interesting. Why not? All right. Okay. So a sunrise on the beach, sunset in the mountains. Explain yourself. I can get like the beauty, going in, the sunrise on the beach. And we've only seen sunrise on the beach a couple of times, right? Just because when you're on that side of the world that you see east, the sun rising in the east, setting in the west. We're used to west waters and sunset over the water. But who's calling me? I don't know. Why are you calling me? So yeah. So I want to hear like sunset. Let me see. We got sunset. We've got sunrise. Let me see. You're up at 5 a.m. Central and go to bed late. This was 12:30 last night. So you're calling yourself a sunrise. You guys are up early for work. Okay. See, so that's all. It's all good. It is all good. Let me see. You're on the wrong coast. It's not the wrong coast. We have the beauty at the end of the day. It's your reward at the end of the day. I say it over and over again. And so it's like, okay, so sunrise on the beach. Yeah, that's when we were in Mexico. We were in Mexico, Cancun and all that. I will drag Dario up. We're out the night before. I'm like, nope. We are waking up early so we can go see sunrise on the beach. I don't care. We'll take a nap later. But yeah, it's like a phenomenon for me because we don't see that, right? We don't get to see all of that. But yeah, so let's see what else is going on. We we're trying to do Jasper. I already talked about Jasper. We have our thing on Saturday. I am very hopeful that we are going to get the next product launch. I'm going to be at work. Actually, when I was working full time, I didn't mind driving and watching sunrise because the sunrises, I don't care what anybody says. Sunrise in LA, downtown LA, that's where I worked. I worked in downtown LA. So I worked amongst the buildings. Like the US Bank building was like out of my window, the big one in the middle. And it was beautiful. Honestly, like that was like, I'm a total building nerd. I mean, duh, I'm in real estate. I'm a building nerd. And I didn't mind it. So it's like, it's when it's dark and you're leaving, that's when it gets to be really depressing. I don't like that. I don't like that. So, okay, so we got all of that. Let me see what else. I'm trying to see what other features I can do. Like, I want to be able to do polls. I want to be able. That's a ticker. That's the colors. See, I have to learn how to do all of this stuff. And see, this is why we got to be on here. We've got to mess around with it. But if anyone wants in, let me see. I'll pick you up at the airport. It's not a matter of getting there. It's a matter of being able to leave. The getting there part is not the problem. It's being a matter to leave. Because we need to. I know. And I keep showing Dario all the comments. I keep telling like everyone, they're like gonna come kidnap us to get us to Jasper. It's kind of scary. But I appreciate it. And I love that. It's just like that's just like the just the community that's been built in just a short amount of time. What are we? We're a week away. We're a week away from 11 months of this. It's wild. What are we doing for 1 year? I don't know. Since we got 1 year of Valahar on August 1st, and then we have 2 years of the barbershop since we opened on September 1st. So that was September 2024, and Valahar is August 2025 because we enjoy pain. We enjoy doing this to ourselves. You'll keep you on coat. You know what? Honestly, I've told Bob and Terry, sometimes it's really appealing to get to Florida. Sometimes it's very appealing. If you guys have kept an eye on what's going on the West Coast, just saying. Sometimes it can be a very, very appealing. But we love it. And we wouldn't leave it. That's the thing about it. Like I don't see us leaving LA. We say that now, but hopefully we don't have to. You're gonna get a taste of. So I do want to get a taste of like a southern town, like a one street water tower brick building. That's exactly what the picture was when I was looking at the hotels on Expedia. That's what it was. It was literally like one drag. It was the buildings on there, like literally like a main street with the water tower, and then there was like nothing. Like I do want to experience that. I do. And like we follow a YouTuber, Nikki Delventhal. I don't know if you guys know her, but she's great. She does like van life. Love her. We've been watching her since COVID. I think we really like discovered everybody during COVID. And like she goes to these little towns like across the country, and I'm like, I want to experience that. I do. So I think I want to experience, the South and the weather and see what is everybody talking about, and I'm still saying it. Jasper has no idea what is coming for it. So I'm hoping that at least, someone's giving them a heads up because to have like all of these hotels like sold out in such a small town, they're like, what the hell is happening? What is going on? And then you're going to have, how many people are you guys expecting to go, Ramsey? Like, I don't know. Like I haven't looked, I haven't checked, I haven't seen like how many people are you expecting to be there? Because I know like for the one in LA at the brewery that we're gonna be doing, they said between 400 and 500 beers. That's a lot of beers. Honestly, that's a lot of beers. So I can imagine 400 beers in like this little town of like one street. It's going to be quite interesting. I think it's going to be amazing. And I think the biggest thing, if I can't get there, because this is something probably I would end up doing, but if for any reason I can't get there, I want interviews with the locals. Honestly, go into the little town stores, go in, talk. I'm pretty sure there's like shopkeepers, there's like the little mom and pop shops and stuff like that around where the event is taking place around there. I'm pretty sure that there's some businesses there. It's like, did you know this was here? You're going to be there. Ma'am, did you know this was here? What do you think? Are you fearful? No. You know what I mean? Like, someone needs to go do street interviews. Like those street interviews. Since the October one there was canceled and we get a ton. Yeah. See? So, you know, it's like I want to know the reactions and, you know, just to see what it's going to be. They don't know what's happening. Okay, so yeah, so they have no idea how many people. Okay. They don't. Let me see. You grew up. Okay, so Abe, you grew up in Colorado. Now you live in Deep South Texas. Yeah, you're like right at the border, aren't you, Abe? Oh, hello. See, people are sneaking in. Hello, Mr. Fox. How are you? How are you? How are you? Let me see. You live in Illinois. You're planning on going south when you're older. I mean, it's pretty normal. People want to get out of the cold, right? And stuff like that. Let me see. Oh, yeah. See, so Abe has some like roots in California somehow. You know, sorry if you guys hear that, but Max decided to play with his RC car. Live TV.
My weather and both.
Okay.
So dead.
They canceled the Halloween one. Let me see. Where are we at? So you got tired of being frozen all the time. And now you live near palm trees, citrus groves, cotton fields, and all kinds of greenery. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Really nothing wrong with that. So, and I prefer it, honestly. I really do. All right, cool. So, I guess you're free for... Yeah, you're 2 miles, right? You have to be... I mean, Abe, what would you be doing that you would get in trouble? Oh, and what are they going to do? It's free vacation! Why not? It's free vacation. That's the way that one goes. Oh, that's who was calling me. See, you're still during daytime, but that's what's happening there. So, okay. What else do we have? So I saw, who was it? Was it on Johnny Ray? Yeah, Johnny Ray with Dancy. And I thought that was like an amazing concept. And I want to say that GoCon actually did the same thing. I think it was for the ritual that people actually made their scent blend on a live. I got to figure out something cool to do on a live. You got to do something cool, something memorable that will, again, make you memorable. Like, okay, that's what I want to see. I have to talk to some people to do a couple of mini series that are not only going to be based on Valahar, like the community, right? It's all about the community and like really just getting stories out. And I like to be a storyteller. I like to be an outlet so people can just tell their story, explain who they are and stuff like that. And so whether it's going to be other companies or just other people, I know TBR, they are doing something, or they've started doing something similar. But where my head is going is something similar but different. Like I don't want to do something that's doing the same. So this is also something that I have on my brain. But we need a competition level beard. Because we do get beards. So Dario does do beard. You guys have seen some of the videos and stuff like that. We do get beards and stuff like that. But I want a beard. If you guys understand what I'm talking about. Like I want a beard and we need to get a beard. And if we can schedule one and have it done live and have Dario just mic'd up and we can get the whole process, I mean, that's like cool. So I do want to use the barbershop and do all of that kind of stuff. Did you hear that? Sorry, it's a habit. Did I really? You stopped for gas. Oh yeah. So, all right, Kenny, how much does the gas cost where you're at? I'm curious. I know Dave and Aaron, they do live in Cal, but they're like, I want to say they're like 4 hours away. They're up in central California. We're in southern, and that's a whole other state. Honestly, like you can drive, I think from San Diego to Sacramento, that's like 12 hours, 13 hours. That's wild. I know, and Nash is in California too. So it's just organizing it and seeing how we can do it. But at the same time, like everyone is loyal to their barber. So, it's just like, don't cheat on your barber. Once you find your barber, and I know it's like, if you guys have $4 a gallon, that's wild. I think we're still like $6.50. I think I haven't pumped gas. Since I got my since I got my car, it's electric, so I haven't pumped gas since like February. But you're too far. I know. Real fun. Love California politics. We do, and we love that the tax in LA is going up from 9. Well, they're just going up 0.5%. So we're at 10.25% tax in Los Angeles. Our little city, we're already 10.25. We are already at 10.25% in our little town. But we are surrounded by the city of LA, and that's going up to 10.25%, which I call bull. I do, but I don't want to talk politics here. Okay, so Riley, 5 hours from where? 5 hours from where you're at now when you're driving, or 5 hours from home? Or is it 5 hours from home and it's on your route? That makes a difference. I don't see you going from LA to Vegas. I don't see you going from LA to Vegas to go get a beer. That's like the distance from here to Vegas. It takes us 5 hours to get there. I don't see that for a trip. I really don't. $6.50. Let me see. How do I do that? How do I do that? Do I just do that? Oh, I do that. Don't mind me. I'm still trying to learn how to do this. I thought I had to turn one off to turn the other on. So there's a lot of memes. I don't know if you've seen them or I see them because it's on my algorithm because we're in the midst of it. But it's like, okay, realtors, when the gas hits $8 a gallon, like you're going to see us on little power scooters or like the little electric scooters just to get from showings. And then there's one, it's really funny. It was the realtor, he had the guy hop on the front of the handlebars, like old school, like Sandlot era, or on the pegs in the back. It's like, all right, guys, let's go. And they were pedaling down the street. That was actually really funny. I loved that. Let's see. Home. So it's 5 hours from home, really? That's wild. So you might as well just jump on a plane and spend 5 hours on a plane and come this way. We're not far from an airport. The shop is like maybe the airport is 15 minutes, 20 minutes? No, 15 minutes away. Literally, it's 15 minutes away from us. So, that's not bad. It's not bad. But 5 hours, that's a long time. That is a long time. Oh, I didn't know that. So she's your barber, like she's a licensed barber, or she's a barber like my mom is my dad's barber? And it's funny, right? Her daughter is married to a barber. There is a barber in the family, but my mom is my dad's barber. So she gets a little tips here and there from him. But when she started, it was like, don't tell him where you got your haircut. Don't tell him where you got your haircut. That's the way it goes. But it was funny. Don't cheat on your barber. Don't cheat on your barber. That's all fine and dandy. It is. But it's all business. I get it. It's around. See, these prices are just wild. No, not LAX. Not LAX. LAX. The running joke about LAX is somebody has to really love you to take you or drop you off at LAX. That's the way that is. LAX on a good day, maybe 40 minutes, because there's always traffic. Honestly, if there was no traffic from where we're at, we're like maybe 25 minutes north of LAX. But on a good day, it takes maybe it's going to take like an hour. And on a really good, every kind of day, outside of a good day, it's going to take about an hour and a half just because of traffic, not because of distance. It's just because of traffic. And all right, so does it suck because of the updates that they're doing, or does it suck just in general? So they've been trying to do like this people mover, right? So we have FIFA. So everyone was trying to the city was trying to get ready for FIFA. I think that like fell short, honestly. They didn't do everything that they wanted to do to clean up the town because LA's going to be in the spotlight because we're at SoFi. Bro, go walk like 3 minutes that way and you have like all the homeless people, and that's the real part of LA. So now they're really aiming for the Olympics 2028. And so they have the people movers that they're trying to do. They're moving terminals around. They're trying to get ready for like this influx of people. I think, quite honestly, if we weren't ready for it 10 years ago, I don't think we're going to be ready for it in 2 years. Just be ready for delays. Be ready for that. Don't fly into LAX if you don't have to. But I understand people are coming internationally. But the Olympics are coming to LA. There's a few events that are going to be near us in the Valley. So if you guys watch the show, The Valley on Bravo, we're not far from there. Like a couple of the people that are on that show, they go to Dario's barbershop and they live very close by. But tell me what you really think. Tell me what you really think. But yeah, so they're saying it's supposed to be like this whole glamorous and great update, and it's going to be ready for 2028. I don't know. It's going to be the same as our high-speed rail that we've been waiting for that was supposed to be done 2 years ago. And I think we have like all of 5 miles of track laid and billions and billions of dollars spent. There's a reason why California is the way it is. It rivals it how? It rivals it in convenience, it rivals it in traffic, or it rivals it that it's just horrible and a nightmare. I don't know. I mean, we love to travel, we do. We haven't in a while. Because of stuff that's been happening and, business and this and that and just life in general. But we need to travel. We do. All right. I got a 20-minute warning. All right. 20-minute warning. So get in all your things and all your chats. Let me see. How else do I do this? All right. Let's do this. I was supposed to do this one first. I got to learn my orders here. I do. And how all of this works. I want you to comment your favorite 10. Put on your favorite 10. I want to see your favorite 10s because I think almost every single one of you, Stanley, we're going to figure that out. We are. I'm just reading through these. Dang. All right. Well, I guess the sentiment is just completely anonymous here. We're not that bad. We're not that bad. I promise. Let me see. Alex is more annoying with the hordes of people. But I mean, we're a big airport. Isn't O'Hare? Isn't Fort? I don't know them. Dallas or whatever. Okay. See, so Abe paid attention. The citrus scents. All right. So our citrus scents that we've got 6. I'm reading the next one. We have Summer Glow. We have El Locutor. We have Castaway. So those ones are good. We actually have one. It's not necessarily citrus. It's more fruity cologne that's currently in testing right now, which is amazing. So that one is good. So we do have the good citrus scents. And people have been tuning into Summer Glow and Castaway a little bit more than they have been. 643. I mean, seriously. 643. 643. 643. So this part right here. We picked up some peach gummy rings. So, like the gummy rings, right? And I'm not even kidding you, Ramsey, but I told Dario, I need this in an oil. I need this flavor as a scent because it was literally a fuzzy peach. If you understand, I mean, our peaches very well could just be completely genetically modified and grown in a lab for all I know. That's the way everything is in LA. But it is like, it was great. Like it literally was like a fuzzy peach. And I'm like, this is the scent that's not a carpet powder peach. Okay. And I'm going to continue saying it. The wrong peach scent is going to be carpet powder. And that's not what I want. But we are trying to figure out where all of that is, right? Because I do want to do a tonic peach. I want to do something there. So we have a barbershop peach just for Ramsey. So we got to do that. But yeah, Midnight Sip is great. That one has been getting a lot of attention as well. Let me see. So we have the Parlors, followed closely by Salt. I was really pushing, Riley, that Saltwood was going to be taking over Parlor, honestly, and just seeing how all of that goes. You know, we have all of that. But yeah, so the Peach-O, is that the candy name? Peach-O's? Peach-O's, maybe? This one is like the, okay, so I'm a gummy bear snob. Ask Dario, ask Max. They know I'm a gummy bear snob. Has to be Haribo. And the gold bag, not the wild berry, not the star, this, that. Gold bag, original gummy bears. Then there's the one with the A that it's a white bag, red lettering. That's the one that had the good peach rings. That was delicious. So, yes, that's the one I was talking about. We'll get it. I'm going to get it. And then I am still wanting to get, and I have the samples in the back, but I still do want to do the Hippie Cafe for Baker. And that one is stemming from a conversation on a chat maybe like 4 months ago, maybe. Don't ask me why, but Hippie Cafe was going to be it. And I am determined to create a coffee scent that Brewer likes. So Brewer Baker, if you're watching this, I am trying to do that. And Randall, thank you for popping in. I really do appreciate it. Just make sure you guys like and thumbs up. I can't see. I see that there's 13 people. I think that's correct. And correct me if I'm wrong, if it's showing something different on YouTube. But I can't see the likes. So make sure you guys thumbs up. And yeah. And again, those blue hearts on the replay. I want those blue hearts for the replay. Oh, let me see. My number 2 would be Saltwood. Saltwood is Saltwood. I have to look it up. The A gummy bears. It's the white bag, red lettering. Do you understand which one I'm talking about? Watch, I'm gonna have to look this up. Let me see. White bag, red lettering, gummy rings. Albanese? Is that how you pronounce it? What is this one? I'm thinking. Albanese. I don't know. But this one, that one. That's probably the only maybe. Maybe I like it, but I like the peach rings from them. So it's showing 13 for you. Now it's showing 13. Somebody laughed. How dare you? I'm sorry. So the Hippie Cafe. So we're thinking of something that is like, it's like a coffee scent, but think of a hippie. There was a conversation. I honestly can't even remember whose show it was. Maybe it was Tara's. Maybe it was Dave. Maybe it was TBR. I don't know, but it was in the chat. So it was going back and forth with Baker. And it was like a Hippie Cafe came up. I'm like, I want to make a Hippie Cafe. That's on the thing. Like, I am down for a challenge. Like, somebody had said something like they were doing a competition. Like, they had 3 cents of like a lotion or some product that they can't find anymore, and they wanted to recreate it. So they were gonna like, here, they're the people that wanted to try to recreate it, and he was gonna put like this massive order in and something. I kind of said like, yeah, I would do it. But it kind of died from there. So yeah, not that kind of. Yeah. Okay. So there are some scents that they'll do like with the hemp or with the CBD or get like the actual Mary Jane and all that kind of. I don't know how that would work. You're going to be walking into an office, walking into work, and you have this essence about you. If that's going to be too questionable for the job, I'm just saying. Like if one of my barbers, one of them came in and Dario smelled them, and they smelled like weed, he's sending them home. 0 tolerance on that one. Like we are a weed-free zone, because that's like one of the major like. Oh, this happens in barbershops. Like, we're not that typical barbershop. Drinking and the weed. Mm-mm. But I know what you're talking about. I do. But that's not the one I'm talking about. That's not like the hippie that's not the hippie vibe. I'm thinking like incense or like patchouli, a little bit of clove, like something like herby with coffee, right? Yeah, you would. You would, especially with your profession. You know, when you are working, you can't do that. You can't. So, can I consider myself an influencer now? Is she an influencer? I know. So the first time, so that happened. So we were at a market, I think it was a Valentine's Day market that they had here in the Valley that I was set up. And I did have a girl come up to me. She goes, I've seen your stuff on Instagram. I was like, people do see me? People watch me, like they know my stuff. Like that was actually pretty cool when you do get recognized. You know, I'm not like, oh my God, like she's this. That was one person. Did it go to my head? Maybe. But it's like, okay, something is happening, right? When people can recognize you, it's like you spend so much time like trying to get, you know, your name out there, trying to put stuff together. It's like, ugh. So when it does happen, it happens, right? It's a hit. I saw another comment here that I'm trying to get through. Let me see. Okay. But don't they get hard? Like cold gummy. Like I've seen people put these in their, I know I have like my snacks with me. I'm a child, okay? I've seen people put these in the refrigerator and they get like, you're going to break your teeth on them. I don't like that. I like them like, you know, just sitting out in the sun and seeing that. So maybe this. I've had played with 2 different types of musk. You know, and it's finding the right one. It's just like that I'm out there and I'm finding the right peach, because it's all carpet powder. I don't want carpet powder peach. I'm gonna say that over and over and over again, because that's what it is. Every peach scent that I've been able to sample, like there's a couple of suppliers that we have here in LA that we can go and try them out, because I don't want to just ask somebody to describe it and then we get it over. Like I need to smell it, only because I don't want carpet powder. Like I can be open, I can be flexible. Like there's a few of our scents that we kind of had to be like very trusted, you know, and explain, you know, and read and talk to the people. It's like, okay, what, like truly describe this to me, and how is it going to be, and how is it going to last, and what is it going to do? And, you know, that's how we had to figure it out. But we still had to have some sort of flexibility on the scent profile, because what we have in our mind may not be what's actually in the bottle. But you have to be flexible to play with that. That's what happens when you're dealing, you know, with shipping and ordering orders and stuff like that. But peach, I'm not playing. I want a specific peach. So Ramsey, be thankful. I'm putting in work to find that peach. So we got to get that whole thing going. Okay. Maybe for 420 next year, maybe we'll do something. I don't know. There's enough of a demand. There could be something that's there, but I am not taking any kind of responsibility, and I am waiving all liability. You guys have literally, by purchasing it, you are releasing us of any liability of you losing your job. I will have a complete disclaimer, and you are waiving your rights to sue me if this is too good of a scent that you lose your job. I'm not doing that. What's up to the brewer, or as this guy says it, brewer. I can't do brewer. You get the LA accent. You don't get a cool accent. Sorry. So I get this. And I know like people like they talk to each other and all of that. But her scents are so recognizable, I think. I don't like asking for supplier information to begin with, But if it's like the star of the show, I don't want to know. It's just like it's just a whole don't step on toes, don't do that. Like, I think the only thing that I have ever asked other companies, who do you get your shipping through and who do you get your labels with? Everything, things to do with logistics and not the actual product itself. But it's just like, you know what I mean? It's just because that took work, that took research. And that's like, in group projects that people just like, give me the stuff. It's like there's work that has to go into it. This guy came in. Hold on. You can't. Wow, episode 2. You talking smack? Yes, episode 2. My baby. I have a baby. But hello, I hope you were studying well. Hope you had your good snack pack. Dude, snack pack. I almost bought snack packs at the market the other day. Because snack packs, you're never too old for a snack pack. You're not. Really not. They're amazing. So going in back on like with the peach scent and like any scent really, it's like there might be companies that might, but I don't want to put anyone into, that awkwardness. It's just like, hey, where'd you get that? Because no, it's just like, it's not that it could be considered proprietary at that, but that's research, that's work, that is like, that's blood, sweat, and tears that are going into that. And for someone just to come and just like, hey, give me all your stuff, for free, or that you're gonna make money off of it. It gets weird. It does, And there's stuff that I don't mind, that we don't mind sharing. Like if people are coming and like with my real estate people, it's like I've had people out like, hey, how are you getting your leads? Hey, who are you using for this? Who do you do this? Because I vet people out. I've gone through vendors. Like once I like find the vendors that I have really good relationships with, work well with, I don't mind promoting them. I don't. But if someone were to tell me, hey, show me how you get an offer accepted, like that's my tried and true, and me putting in years and years and years of work to figure out how do I write a winning offer. You don't give that stuff for free. My grandpa always said, give them your worth, but don't give them your secrets. And I live by that. I love my grandpa for that. So, but yeah. And why are you not still delivering at this place? Tell me why. Snack packs for life. Oh my God. Yeah, see? That one, it's like, you're never too old. You aren't. And I actually, instead of the snack pack, because I had Max and my niece, I got the powdered Jell-O chocolate pudding. Close enough. Did Bishop come in too, or does that? No, that's okay. Yeah, but that is. But you know what? But that's like in a nutshell. Like in terms of doing business and stuff, like there's like lines, at least that we have, that you don't cross. You don't. I mean, that's just the way that we work, because it's just, again, it's like community over, competition. Yes, community over competition, but there's like a line of respect and just recognition of how much work actually goes into this, right? So, but yeah. Let me see. In the mansion. You know what? That might actually not be a bad idea. I mean, and you can't call it mansions. No, the 1.2, they're not necessarily mansions. I think that was the latest over a mill that I did my open houses at. I'm going to write that one down. But maybe it's going to be like the equivalent of your talks when you're walking the lake. Like, I love the walks around the lake. It could be the same thing. Could be. Why not? And I would just have to see how to figure out all of that. All right. I've got 3 minutes. 3 minutes. And then I got to take this kid to his class. So, let me put this back on. I have this. Vettel 15 is going to be set up, and it's going to give you 15% off. So whether you are watching now, you're watching on the replay, Just so we know, it's like, hey, if you guys see it, it's there, and I actually have to make sure that it's up. But Battle 15 will be good for that. But then also at the same time, like I've said, the shows that we have been on, they also have their codes. So support those guys. Go watch those shows. Get those codes. You know, those also never expire, and we love that. You know, we want to just make sure that we spread the love and we understand, you know, the work that goes into these shows. There's a lot of work. Wait. Hold on. I love these. Live from a taco truck. I mean, we have taco trucks everywhere around here. We do. And this one is going to be a hard no. It's a hard no. Unless Inglewood. Inglewood is SoFi. That's funny. No, we're not gonna do that. We'll do them from Toluca Lake. How about that? We'll do Toluca Lake. What desert? What desert are you gonna be in? I love that. So this one was actually a question that I had too for Brewer. Gotta do that conspiracy show. Maybe that'll be something that's honestly gonna go. Like, I already gave my fun fact, but the conspiracies. Brewer knows we got conspiracies around here, and it's only a conspiracy till it's proven true. Quote me on that, because that's just the way that one goes. Until it's proven true, it's a conspiracy theory for a temporary time. Once it's true, it's no longer a conspiracy. Oh man, all in pencil. Oh, well, Brewer, why don't we do a show on here? Why don't we catch up on here and we'll do a conspiracy theory show? Why not? Okay, so Battle 15 is going live as of now. That is never expiring. That is always there. It's on your order, 15% off. Boom. That's there. Wait, but I thought Brewer was like in the Midwest, not the desert. I think it was in the desert. But anyways, all right, guys. So I got to start closing out here. How do I do an outro? I don't know how to do an outro. I didn't set up an outro. It just gave me a welcome. But the next one. Okay. So the next one, I will figure out what time. We're going to still mess around with time. So I'm still going to be jumping. Don't get mad at me yet. You know, or don't get mad at me, period. Not yet. I'm not giving you a green light to get mad at me soon. You guys are conspiracy theorists. I like you guys even more. And I can appreciate that, Riley. I do. You know, it's like we just like to, you know, wherever we can, you know, we got that. But all right. Well, you know what? The hour went fast. I know I came on early. I did come on early, but because I was figuring this out. So eventually, at some point in time, I will be able to start on time because I know that I have everything figured out. But until then, I'm going to be flip-flopping. I'm going to be here. I will give you guys notice on the times that we are going to be going live. It's going to be on the same channel. So just on our channel, and I see it up here, but it's not on the screen. Sorry, I'm like pointing at something that's on my desktop. Go on to our channel. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you hit notifications, and it's going to be all so that you always get a notification when I go live. Like, I know that Raven, that Gokhan, he actually went live randomly. I was in an office meeting. I was like, I want to jump in because this meeting is boring, but I couldn't. So get those notifications if it's going to be a random one, because I know Dave likes doing randoms. Gokhan likes doing randoms. You know, so just have those all set up. I'm going to be randomly going live. Don't forget, we still have the TikTok poll that we're trying to get. I know a lot of people might not be on TikTok, but share that. Get all those people out. We're still entering in. That one's going to have another Valahart gift card. That's going to be also have a chance to win 15 oils from Bishop. And then Rugged Rana is also throwing in a part of the prize. So we can have 3 winners at that point in time once we hit 1,000 on TikTok. So Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. We're on 4 of the platforms. Follow us everywhere. Promote us. We love you guys for always being great supporters. So continue doing that. And I just cracked my knuckles again, Stanley. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I got to watch what I'm doing. I got to be conscious of this. But anyways, all right, guys. I will see you guys on the next one. I'll see you guys on Instagram. But what's my sign off? Stay cool, guys. I don't know. I'll come up with a sign off. But until then, ciao.